Hi, my name is Teresa Gerke. I am the founder and CEO of PopCykol, which stands for Protecting Our Precious Curious Kids Online. So I am here to talk about Cybersecurity 101. My company focuses on basic and foundational concepts of cybersecurity and awareness for kids and caregivers. And my goal is to bridge the gap between all the technical content of cybersecurity and create fun and engaging content. I'm also a singer-songwriter of award-winning kids music, and my whole mission is to transform people into informed, secure ambassadors of a digital world, resulting in positive interactions online. And what I am doing right now is creating an online curriculum for kids called PopCykol. This site is PopCykol, PopCykol. We also have these penguin mascots who represent different aspects of our knowledge in cybersecurity. So we have this character, Spicy, who is our antagonist, PopCykol. And he's kind of like the know-it-all. He doesn't really know everything he needs to know about cybersecurity, and he can be pouty and he can be a little bit clueless. We then have Sweets, and she kind of represents who I am. I am still in this process of learning about cybersecurity, and she really wants to also teach other people. And we have our leader, and her name is Savvy. And Savvy really knows everything there is to know about cybersecurity. She's the teacher, she's our leader, and she really tries to sway our character Spicy into doing the right thing online. We also have our antagonist, and his name is Ninja Whale. And Ninja Whale is always like persistent. Like we have advanced persistent threats. He's cunning, he's devious, he tries to hack into your system. And so we're always kind of fighting against Ninja Whale. We're just gonna kind of highlight some basic concepts of cybersecurity. So when we think about a password, we are thinking about a secret word or a passphrase that can protect our information online. And so why do we need a password? We need a password because we are trying to protect our personal information. It's private. And as we've learned, so many things are being hacked right now, and we've got issues around the world with security breaches, and we need to be considerate of our data. So when do you need to use a password? Use a password when you need to access your information. That's from schooling, banking, email, social media accounts, apps on your phone, and other private information. You use your password everywhere to access websites, to access different social accounts, and having a password that you repurpose multiple times is really bad, because if someone tries to break into your account, that password can then be brute force attacked into other places that you have information. So how do you make a strong password? You can use a combination of big letters, numbers, special characters, and if you forget your password, you can always reset it. And we really want to try to make strong passwords that are at least 10 or more characters long. And then how should you store your password? You can do that by using a password manager. I don't recommend putting in a Word document or a spreadsheet, but we have different types of password managers that can securely store account names and passwords and other reference data. So the recommendation is that you don't use personal information in your password. So any part of your username, your first name, last name, nickname, birth date, pet's name, that's really common. Don't use a word in common English or foreign language dictionaries. Don't use simple alphabet sequences like the top 10 most common passwords are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. QWERTY, the word password, please don't do that. Don't use a simple number sequence like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's also in the top 10. And then don't share your password with people who shouldn't have your password. Obviously, if you work in a team and you need to coordinate with other people, like a social media manager, that makes sense. Another way to protect your password is through multi-factor authentication, or MFA. It's also called 2FA, or two-factor authentication. It is an additional way to secure things like emails and banking, and you can use it to get into a bank account online, your social media account, business retail websites, or your emails. And why is it important? MFA adds an extra layer of protection from a bad hacker who wants to steal your information. That would include personally identifiable information like your name, address, birth date, email address, and social security number. When do you use MFA? Use it everywhere. Use it when you need to access information for school, banking, emails, social media accounts, apps on your phone, and other private information. Again, where should you use it? You should use it on any site that you access. And how do you implement multi-factor authentication? The site you're visiting typically has a setting that will let you enable or turn on MFA, like Google, Yahoo, Amazon, and your banking sites. So once you enable MFA on a site, you will get a call or text message or email to verify your identity and that you want to access that site. You can also use an authenticator like Google Authenticator that will provide a code of numbers and sequences for you to input into the site to verify your identity. And if you get a notification that someone is trying to access the site and it wasn't you, you can deny access, and I recommend changing your password immediately. So another concept that I want to address is metiquette. So metiquette is this idea of having good manners and behavior online while you're in the metaverse. So you can consider the golden rule. How do you want to be treated? And treat others like you would want to be treated, but online. So what is the metaverse? The metaverse is a shared virtual 3D space in which a real person can interact with other people, known as avatars, and they can also interact with objects and environments within a virtual space. And why is metiquette important? Metiquette is important because you want people to perceive your behavior as kind and acceptable, especially in the metaverse. Because what you say and what you do matters and can have a positive or negative effect on others. And this new environment has fewer rules. There are less guardrails for how you interact online. So you want to start off in a positive, respectful, mental and emotional space when you're interacting with others. And we are building kindness in the metaverse. So when do you use metiquette? Use metiquette anytime you're online and interacting with others. Metiquette is for all ages while you're in the metaverse. Whether it's a virtual concert, virtual shopping, building teams and collaborating, hanging out with friends, or exploring space. So again, just to highlight, how should you act while in the metaverse? Be kind to others. When you enter virtual space or meeting, greet people. Remember, once you write it, share it with others, you can't undo it. In cybersecurity, we know that once you post it, share it, it's there forever. That's why we have people who work in forensics, because they can find it. Even if you delete it, it's gone. It's always there. And your reputation may precede you if your behavior is noticeably unkind or rude or disrespectful. And know when to mute and unmute your microphone. So familiarize yourself with the metaverse, and just remember to be kind. We can say the same thing about netiquette, which is our internet online behavior. So whether it's in the metaverse or you're just emailing people or you're online gaming, just to remember the things that you say and do can be remembered. Again, another basic concept that I'm trying to teach kids is about cyberbullying. This is a big topic right now. So what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is like regular bullying, but it's done online. And bullying is making fun of someone because you don't like what a person looks like, what they say, or what they do. Why is it bad? When you use unkind words, you hurt other people's feelings. And when you use a computer to post those mean words, messages, texts, emails, they never go away, even if you delete them. Where does cyberbullying occur? It can occur at any time, like at school, while learning, on social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and the like. And it can happen on message boards, forums like Reddit, Slack, and Discord. So how can we be kind online? So instead of getting mad at someone, let's calm down. Take a long, slow breath. And do that before you write something. Because once we say something mean online, we can't take it back. Even if we delete it, the message is gone. There's always a record of it somewhere. You can share it, you can screenshot it, so it never goes away. So what happens to the person who is cyberbullied? Their feelings get hurt. The person could be injured, or worse, they could die. So when we use unkind words, what you really do is you put the meanness in yourself. Who can you trust to tell if you or someone you know is being cyberbullied? You can tell a parent, teacher, principal, coach, trusted adult. And what if you're the one writing the mean stuff? Mean messages never go away, even if you delete them. And you can get in trouble with your parent, school, or something more serious like with the police. Even us adults, we have this problem too. So we can get in trouble with our work. So stop and take a moment to calm down before you say something you can't take back and you get in trouble. If you go to our resources page, there's a big glossary of cybersecurity terms, from advanced persistent threat all the way down to like understanding what distributed denial of service attack is. And we've had a number of those. The Ukraine just had one like yesterday, denial of service attack, online grooming and like protecting kids online, insider threat, again, online dating. So I was originally going to make 5 videos because I've already did a music video for kids and won a bunch of awards. So there's going to be one for passwords, multi-factor authentication, netiquette, phishing, or catfishing, excuse me. And so that's actually really time consuming and money consuming. So I had this different idea, and I have this wonderful designer who is helping me create this content. And so our first online curriculum will be passwords, and that will come out in a couple of weeks. So I'll be posting about that. And then we'll work on from passwords, multi-factor authentication, because they're like brother and sister. They go hand in hand. And yeah, so there's more to come, Yeah, so our actual website is PopCykol, which is right here. PopCykol. .com. Yeah. So once you log in, you can actually access the curriculum. It's really cute. I have this amazing designer who's helping me design this. So we're just going to go and click on this arrow. Let's see. There we go.
Chill out with PopCykol. Don't get in a pickle. Learn cybersecurity. It's fun for you. It's fun for me. Let's make it safe every day. For young, for old, of any age. Chill out with PopCykol today.
And then it'll walk the user, the child, or the parent through that curriculum and kind of explain the same things. What is a password? When to use a password? Why to use a password? How do you store a password? And so it's all done in a very basic foundational way. And kind of my premise is it should be short, sweet, and accurate. Yeah. So I have a designer who's helping me and a web developer. But this is not like on the blockchain. This is kind of a separate cybersecurity presentation. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Yeah. Thank you. And that's I'll go to my website real quick, and it's you can find me at popcykol.com, PopCykol.com.